for some hoops. Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last outing for Phoenix, the Wasps to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, here's Fox. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
Oh man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
Harden. Excellent D there from Allen. And so Curry will bring it up for the Nuggets. Five to shoot. Here's Allen. Rebound by the Suns.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Now, here's Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Dwight Howard.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe. The one that starts with the name of Larry.
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
A thing of beauty, Steph Curry's shot from distance, pure.
From outside the arc. Plumlee, no luck. And it's the Nuggets ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Suns trail by 4. Harden has a wide open look. Fox with it. Back to Harden. Over Smith. No good off the front iron. Lets it go with the 3. They get the rebound.
Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
Gallinari on the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Now here's Fox. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Pass to Plumlee. It's stolen by Allen.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane. I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Last season, Brent, the addition of two-way contracts, does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
It's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30 for 30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Pass to Mejri. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Count that one. 8 points for James Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Now, here's Fox. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Williams. Doubled by Howard. Powell for 3. Rebounded by Howard.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession. And that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Stolen by Allen. Got a piece of it. Mejri with the steal. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Justin Jackson. Landry Shamet.
Rozier for 3. Drills it from outside. Rozier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
Steph Curry, Brent, is there any doubt in your mind that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history?
I don't think there's any doubt, but I like the fact that Steph Curry doesn't want to be a one-trick pony, and he isn't. He's trying to be better at making plays. He's trying to be better at making good decisions. He's trying to be better as a defender. And so all of these things for Steph Curry, he's not satisfied with the things that he's done so far in his career, which have all been elite.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
That's his first personal foul.
On defense, Denver. Pass to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Bertans. Vonleh with it. Rozier defending. The Nuggets with another miss. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Stephen Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
That's his first personal foul.
And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
Maybe the most amazing thing about Williams outside the alley-oops is this shot-blocking presence he gives you on the floor.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that protect the rim from anywhere on the court. Tough inside, able to get out on shooters, and plays with an attitude. Menacing.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Bates-Diop. They get a hand on it. Rozier with the ball. Fires from deep. That shot misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Nuggets leading by 21. And here's Vonleh, guarded by Fox. The shot by Vonleh, no good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Pass to Cook. Vonleh with it. Launches a 3. And again, Denver no good.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here are the Nuggets now. To the left side wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Vonleh's got 5 now.
He can hit from beyond the arc. We saw that from Vonleh in college. Now just trying to gain consistency in the pros.
Gallinari in the corner. Phoenix no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team. I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
From deep, Harden. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Now here's Harden. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Harden draws the double. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And that one is hammered home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the Suns miss again.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
The Nuggets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Phoenix making some changes. And both free throws good for Vonleh.
A five-star recruit coming out of high school. Vonleh was the 9th overall pick in that highly anticipated draft class of 2012.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Curry with the stuff.
Getting down the floor quickly, this is a huge part of the offensive attack that this team deploys, and Steph was wide open.
Outside Wilson. Down low. Pass to Bates-Diop. Baden outside. Now here's Mejri, guarded by Curry.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Nuggets. To the inside. Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like it if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. Bates-Diop misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Good on the three-point shot.
I feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Pass to Williams. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. There's the double team with Allen. They get it back. Back to Wilson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it. Just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Down low. Okogie. Out to Payton. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Second shot opportunity. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Pass to Wilson. Knocks it loose. Payton outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 11 points for Williams.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Here's Howard. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
To the middle. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Harden, that's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Inside. Koufos. Out to Smith. Shamet. Offensive rebound. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Tries again. A pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. And Harden launches it from deep. Koufos grabs the miss. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Now here is Smith. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Well, Smith's getting physical down there on the block, playing some bully ball down there low.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Now here's Fox. Harden missing his last shot. Over Smith. Again, the miss by Harden.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
.41 seconds left in the 3rd. Kufis with the block. Smith with it. Now guarded by Fox. Pass to Kufis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here are the Suns now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for Denver. Quinn Cook.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. To the paint. Mejri. Back to Harden. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now, Payton's very good at getting the ball to his guys, and he makes a good decision there.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets leading by a full. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
One of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
Here's Harden. It's deflected.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
And it's Kufis missing.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
Denver passing it around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
Oh!
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Down low. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got 4 points this quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
4 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Adam Silver has said there's probably more basketball being watched and played, Brent, in China than anywhere else in the world. How long before you think we see our next Chinese superstar in this league.
That's going to be interesting when that does happen. Obviously, the type of mark that Yao Ming made in the NBA, it's going to be hard for anybody to match the kind of impact, not just in the game, but what he did globally for the NBA. It just won't happen again. But I'm looking forward to, heck, not just the next Chinese player, but a Japanese player, somebody from India where they love the NBA game, to start to find their way onto rosters in the league.
They're coming. I mean, there's going to be someone before long.
No doubt.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pretty evident the kind of player that J.R. Smith is, really a Wild West gunner and a guy who can win you games and sometimes put your team in a little bit of a bind if he gets streaky shooting the basketball.
Here's Allen. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Well, the point guard's responsibility, and it's Curry in this instance, is to keep your teammates involved. Nice play. Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Pass to Allen. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Harden. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 15 points in just the second half. Now Allen, guarded by Fox. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Harden. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the foul called on the Denver Nuggets. First one falls for him. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, at this point, he's probably better served to take a seat anyway. They've got no chance in this one.
Allen, that's good.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
Yeah, second chance points are demoralizing, especially after you worked hard to get the stop in the first place.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, many people had some high expectations for Elfrid Payton when he was drafted 10th in 2014. His offensive game has come along nicely. He sees the floor. He scores on the inside. I don't think he'll ever be a perimeter threat. And defensively, he could be a little bit more active.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Phoenix's ball. Harden inside the three-point line. And Allen with the block. And they're able to recover.
Phoenix foul call.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Nuggets, Denzel.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. So Rozier will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Harden. Here's Rozier, guarded by Curry. Back to Harden. Now Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside. And there's the call on Curry. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Yes.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Denver.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just